Hey, what's up guys? Kaydee here. Today I'm going to do the my first time tag. Now I know that that tag is extremely old, but I was like, I need to do a video for this week, and I was just going through, old YouTube videos by other YouTubers that I watched, and I was like, why not just do the my first time tag because I want to. So before we get started on the my first time tag, I want to say, get your minds out of the gutter, and this is not a disgusting video about, you know. So we're going to get started with the non-creepy my first time tag. So the first one is my first word. I'm about 90% sure that this was my first word, and I think it was daddy or dada or something along that lines. It was dad anyway. I was a daddy's girl. So it's really no surprise that my first word was probably daddy. My first friend, I guess I would just say like my first friend, like actual friend, not like, because I hung out with my cousins a lot and like I consider them like my friend. My first actual friend that I made probably in school was a girl named Ashley, and we were really good friends for all of kindergarten. My first ever teacher. So my first teacher, my kindergarten / grade 1 teacher, her name was Mrs. Kashner, and she was like my all-time favorite teacher. I guess you could kind of call me a teacher's pet during those years of school, because I was always like, I wasn't like trying to be the teacher's favorite, but most of the time they just ended up really liking me, because for the first like couple years of my life in school, I actually really enjoyed school. I liked going to learn. My first ever sport that I was involved in, I think it was baseball. I'm pretty sure, because I don't think learning to skate is really a sport, because it was like just learning to skate. It's not like I was in hockey or anything. But basically, my brother was put into t-ball, and I was asked if I wanted to go into t-ball, and I was like, no, I don't want to go into t-ball, because I thought it was silly and I didn't want to play organized sports. I don't know what my problem was, but I remember watching my little brother playing t-ball, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like so much fun, I want to play. And my parents were all like, oh, you should have signed up when we told you, we gave you the option. But so anyway, the following season they signed me up, but because of my age they moved me up to the next level. I couldn't play t-ball, which I was really disappointed, and because I couldn't play t-ball, I was like, oh, this sucks, I don't really want to do this. But I played anyway, and I think I did like a year or two with regular baseball. My first school crush. Okay, my first school crush, you're gonna probably think this is so silly and stupid. My first ever school crush was when I was 5. Yes, 5 years old. I was liking boys, which I don't know if that's sad or I don't know, but he knew I liked him, and he teased me all the time. As I think back on it, it's kind of silly. His name was Donovan, and I don't even remember his last name. That's nice. Yeah, I just had this huge crush on him, and we would chase each other around at recess, and yeah, just really cheesy stuff. It was all really childish and silly, and when I look back on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's really embarrassing. And my first celebrity crush, I don't remember what my first celebrity crush was. I watched a lot of Disney Family channels, so there's probably a ton of guys from there that I had a crush on, but the only one that stays like really prominent in my mind right now is Zac Efron from the High School Musical series. I had this like major, I'm sure pretty much every girl who watched High School Musical had a crush on Zac Efron. Let's just be honest, people. Like, all you ladies out there, we all had a crush on Zac Efron after going through the High School Musical phase. So yeah, I think if we're just gonna go with that, that was my first celebrity crush. My first job, I don't know if I really want to call this, I guess I was getting paid for it, so I guess it is like my first job. But my first job was, I delivered papers for the Free Press. That didn't actually last very long, because if I'm being honest, I was like super lazy, and I didn't like having to go out, because I started in the winter time, and I didn't want to go drag this stupid buggy with my papers door to door and dropping off all these papers in the wintertime, because it was ridiculous and there's too much snow, and you know what, you only got paid $30 a month to deliver these papers. So, and I guess it's because it's the Free Press, but that was my That was my first job that I actually got paid for. My first ever concert. The first ever concert that we actually like specifically bought tickets to go see just this concert was we went and saw the rock band Kiss live, and it was like the best thing I'd ever seen. My first car that was actually like legitly mine that I was paying for was my blue Kia Spectra. My first ever blog post. Basically, I think it was last year, back in 2013, around April, May, I started this blog called When in Doubt, Don't Hesitate to Scream and Shout. And basically it's more of a Christian themed blog. It's completely unrelated to this YouTube channel. It's just something that I started, I kind of just started it for myself, just to practice my writing, and because I love to write. The first ever post that I put on was called Underneath It All. If you really wanted to read what it's about, you can go check out my blog. I'll leave a link down below for any of you who want to check it out. I don't post there regularly. Whenever something like hits me, like some kind of inspiration or whatever, then I write about it and I upload it, but it's not like a daily or weekly thing. It's just whenever I feel the urge to write something. My first ever Facebook status update. So I started my Facebook page and it lasted like up until 2009, and then for some reason my account just shut down. Like I could not log back into it, so I lost my account. So I don't know what my very first Facebook update was. Just as a funny side note, I didn't really understand Facebook and how to put in statuses. This is not like I just did this a couple times and realized I was being silly, but I did this for years. Basically it would be like Katie Roberts, and then I would write like, is feeling bored today, or is really happy today, and I would add in these things. I was like in the third person. I can't remember who it was, but somebody commented on the fact that I was doing that, and they were like making fun of me. I think I would have noticed that nobody else in my friends list was writing their statuses like this, and I was so embarrassed, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I spent all these years writing Facebook statuses like this. And I realized what I was doing, and I fixed it, and I no longer refer to myself in the third person, thank goodness. That's all my first times I have for you. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please go down and remember to give it a thumbs up. It's just that little button down there, and you just click like, and that would be awesome if you could, because it would be nice to know if you guys were actually liking our videos. And like there's a decent number of views on it, but like not very many likes, so that makes me think that maybe you don't like it, and that makes me sad. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet and you watch our videos, please go and subscribe. We are trying to build our subscribers, and we are almost at 30, which I know 30 isn't really that many, but I am super pumped about it, and I'm hoping by the end of like, I don't know, let's set a goal here, the end of like May, June-ish, whatever, maybe we could have 50 to 60 subscribers. That would be really awesome. So if you could share like our videos with friends, family, whatever, anyone you think would kind of enjoy watching us, and let us know what you think. Like, let us know what you would like to see us do. If there's other, like Daphne does a lot of makeup tutorials, and if there's some kind of makeup idea or makeup style you would like to see, leave it in the comments below. We want to hear what you guys think of what we're doing. You guys are awesome, every single one of you. I will see all you fine people next Friday with a new video. I'm hoping to have a special guest, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I want to tag Daphne. Yes, you Daphne. I am tagging you to do the My First Time tag. Bye!